Can I ask a question that the people want to know?
Ask the
Go ahead.
question. The floor is yours.
Say less. D. Watt, my boy. Keep it above.
What's up?
It make you feel a certain type of way that CJ Stroud in Houston baller right now?
Welcome to QB Unplugged. I'm Quincy, Avery, quarterback consultant, and I have my friend, my partner, Default Deshaun Watson. Brought to you by Lockerverse. Tap in for exclusive content. Join the dog pound community. This week we have special guest Cam Newton. Cam, we appreciate you hopping on.
Ooh, what it do?
Before we get into Cam, let's talk a little bit about this weekend. Unfortunately, the Cleveland Browns at Dog Pound don't get to move on. How you feel about it?
Shit. It's just a lot of mixed emotions, you know what I'm saying? But I think that we let that opportunity get away, you feel me? And I think that I knew it was going to be a tough environment to go into because I played on the opposite side before. I knew the fans was going to pull up and support their team, but at the same time, like I think we let them pretty much control the game and on really all three phases. And I think that, injuries definitely creeped up on us because a lot of our banged up guys at the time wasn't playing to their full potential in that game. But at the same time, you can't really make excuses. You're on the field, you got to produce. So
it's tough. Not only did y'all have banged up guys on the field trying to make it happen, just depth issues, you know what I'm saying? Missing a number of linemen, missing the best running back in the NFL, missing one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, there's so many people. It's just, y'all didn't have a lot of people out there who still banged up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you got a lot of guys that are playing, but you have a lot of backup guys who you can't fault them. They just now getting there. You know what I'm saying? We got to sign guys off free agency in the streets and just to come in and learn the system and try to play with this safety that's been playing with. Nah, that's tough. That's tough to do. And at the end of the day,
it's not just play, it's communication too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got guys that can communicate at a high level.
Fact, but you got to give you some credit. Them boys, they play hard and they made the plays when the plays was there. At the end of the day.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give my hats off. I think we talked about it last week. I told you I think CJ Stroud's playing quarterback as well as anybody in the NFL, and I think that he went out there, he did it, and I'm proud of him as someone who we got an opportunity to work with. I'm sure you were like, you wanted Cleveland to win, but seeing somebody you worked with, seeing somebody you spent a lot of time with, seeing them play that well, I'm sure that meant a lot. So, keep rolling. But Dog Pound community, my dog coming back, the Cleveland Browns coming back. And I promise you, next year gonna be better than this year, because my dog, that shoulder getting right. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna
see my back.
You feel me? I'm hearing everything. I'm seeing everything. I'm just, I'm working. So it's gonna be a time, and there's gonna be a place for everything. And
this week we have the most special guest, Mr. Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Cam, how you feeling?
Man, listen, if I was any better, I'd be a twin. You dig what I'm saying?
Cam, someone special to me. First, let me start by giving this gentleman his flowers. I'd argue right now you are the most influential person of the last 20 years in football. And when I say that, it's not just the things you've done on the field. It's a lot of shit people don't know about you, right? I know because I'm in Atlanta. Right,
yes,
so if you
sir.
cut off football on a Sunday, on a Saturday, or any game on a Friday night, it's someone you work with, you train, from Deshaun Watson to Justin Fields.
Yep.
There's so many people out there who are products of things that you've helped them out with. Not to go along with that, you are, to me, the best college quarterback ever. I know Deshaun might argue with that, but now I just want to say thank you.
We twins now. You know what I'm saying? He helped me get to where I'm at.
You feel me? Yeah.
So we
Carolina surrogate sons. Yeah. Right on the pipeline of 85. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So yeah,
we gonna hop right into it. This week, playoffs happened. You had a conversation previously talking about game managers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys you call game managers were not able to take their teams over the hump. How you feel about that statement now? Like after you said it, look back, heard all the people who aren't doing what you've done, talk about how that feel.
First off, let's identify this. Being a game manager is not a slap of suppressing somebody's talent. I think if anybody should know this is you, Mr. Quincy, as far as managing or having the ability to manage the game at a high level. I think the difference between game manager and game changer is simple. It's like tiers, right? Like we've seen this sport have people to take over, right? That's not to say a game changer or a game manager cannot, because they both can. I think when you think about, all right, a game manager, they need extracurricular talents to enable them to do that. And that does not say a game changer cannot still be a game manager. If all options are not available, then what do you do? Playing the quarterback position is something that you have to be able to improv. You have to be able to stick within the confines of the play caller's purpose. You also have to be able to say, hey, this ain't no good ass play, but I'm going to make it work. You see what I'm saying? And that's in essence what it was. I'm a fan of Dak Prescott for obvious reasons, right? But at the same time, when I'm looking at him, I'm not, and I said it before, I wasn't fearful if I was preparing for the Dallas Cowboys of the Dallas Cowboys defense more so than I am Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say Dak Prescott is not good. They have to come up with a bigger answer for CeeDee Lamb than actual Dak Prescott. So Tua the same way. When I think about the Dolphins, it's not that I don't think about Tua Tagovailoa. It's just like, yo, Tyreek Hill, where is he? You know what I'm saying? The Jalen Waddles of the world. So I think we have to not take it as me saying that you're not good, because that was not my indication for saying that as a whole.
I think saying somebody's a game manager is actually high praise, right? You can operate within this offense, do exactly what we do it, and do it through the coach's eyes. I think you might have called Tua a game manager. To me, I'm not sure if he's at that level yet. He's not at the Dak Prescott. He's not at the Brock Purdy level of running through the offense, getting from read 1 to read 2 to read 3. I think if he was, that team would be a little further along. I think he forces some things. But I get what you're saying. I think that it takes a lot of skills to be that game manager. Both of you guys, do y'all think that maybe sometimes not being a game manager held you back because you both have tremendous ability to do things outside of schedule, and like just not playing on schedule might have hurt you in your career?
You go first, too.
I say for me, I think not necessarily in a full game, but like the first half of the game. Because you know, Cam, a lot of time, I'm not sure if your OCs did it, but like the first 15 plays, first 20 plays.
Already started.
Yeah, you know what that is. So you're trying to play within that. All right, this is where the ball usually go. You go throughout the week. You go throughout the different looks. All right, this, here. I never been a fan of that, just because I know the other team's going to adjust quick, and I got to adjust because they're not going to play me the same way like the other quarterback. They're not going to play me the same way like Brock Purdy. You feel me? They're not going to play me the same way like a Tua, because I can use my legs, I can run, I do a lot more movement in the pocket, things like that. So, like, for me, I think, like, the first half, like, I'm trying to figure it out. And, like, I start off slow. But once that third and fourth quarter come around, now you just calling your best plays. You trying to make some shit work. And you got to make – your playmakers got to make plays, especially in that fourth quarter.
Absolutely. And just to echo that, there's times in my career where I felt like I was managing the game and we were succeeding. And then there's times where I tried to be a game changer and ended up hurting the team. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you one better. I played Deshaun one time, and this was when I was in New England. We went to Houston.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect example of really a quarterback getting it. And I'm giving you guys intel that you probably didn't know. There was times in that game where the elite managing of a player was displayed, it was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I'm saying? We knew he was good, but them motherfuckers didn't know he was that good. You know what I'm saying? Because there were certain throws being placed in positions that he couldn't have walked it to and handed it to a receiver any better. And that's what I've seen for myself. It was like, God damn, motherfucker on fire. We all have those games where it's, bro, I can't miss. You know what I'm saying? So I think really, for me, the great ones, right? And when you talk about great, we talk about elite game managers, the Peyton Mannings, the Drew Breeses, the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers of the world. But when everything is still covered, how do you still then make a play, right? And that's what they are able to do consistently, where it's like, fuck, like I thought we called the best coverage, or we got, pressure, but it just didn't hit home. Elite game managing is, hey, easy, not 52. Hey, let's go 48 to Mike. Let me slide this to buy me an extra second just so I can throw a flat route. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, it may not look like a big deal on a stat line, but you got a plus 2 yards rather than a negative 8 yards or a potentially intentional grounding just by your understanding of managing the game at a high level.
Facts.
That makes me think about that Luke play. And not the Luke. When you say, hey, motherfucker, we watch film too. You know what I'm saying?
Play
Matthew. That was a play that makes me think that. You know what I'm saying? As someone who, do you think you got credit for playing above the net, right? You were Superman, can do shit other people can't. I remember sitting in the cigar bar with you, you're just talking X's and O's. And I'm going to be honest, I'm like, damn, I didn't know Cam moves football like that. And that, to me, it sounds crazy. You've been in the league for one of the, not just in the league, one of the best quarterbacks in the league for so long. And I think you always hear on TV, Cam just does this, does that. But when you was talking about, I'm like, okay, he's top tier in terms of his X's and O's knowledge. Yeah.
I think a lot of how I play may be surface level to the average Joe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, anybody can do what Cam does. You know what I'm saying? Until you take your ass out there and you try to do what I do, and it's harder than what you think, right? So this whole thing, this whole narrative of I say it on every single platform, and we must acknowledge this. We are living in the golden age of athlete-generated content, and it's such a beautiful thing.
Facts.
Gone are the days where we get our information or our sports content from a person like Stephen A. Smith, like Scott Van Pelt, like, these journalistic personalities that have everything, from the degrees and being beat writers for so many, like Skip Baylesses of the world. Now you have the Cam Newtons, you have the Deshaun Watsons, you have the Pivots, you have Shannon and Ocho, you have, I Am Athlete, you have all, Pat McAfee, right? We're giving you a real in-depth look at what it really feels like, acts like, the preparation, what it's like going into each and every week. And yeah, somebody would say, Cam don't really know ball like that, but shit, bro, you don't play as long as I've played by just winging it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What makes, you just brought up a perfect point, what makes, both of y'all have endless amounts of money, right? Y'all not going to run out. Yeah. What makes y'all want to get in the media? Like, what makes y'all want to talk to people about the sports landscape and fill people in and give them this content? You don't need to do it. What makes you want to do this? What makes you passionate about it?
I think for me, I'd say just what Cam just said, just like giving people real access to like what it's like playing the position. Because everybody could get on TV and say, oh, this, that, the third, or this person is thinking this, but nah. If you ain't in the position, if you ain't played the quarterback at the highest level, you don't know what that feeling like. You don't know what that pressure is like. You don't know how much weight you got on your shoulders when you step out on that field. So I feel like, a lot of shit get misconstrued or get said the wrong way, and I feel like I want the opportunity for us to be able to speak how we speak.
But hear me out though too, and let's clear this up. Just because you haven't played, that does not necessarily mean you can't speak your truth, right?
I agree.
But this is the narrative, right? Because you have played, that should give you the validity to speak on it, and it hasn't. It's like, let's take this recent event with the game manager versus game changer. The narrative was Cam's bitter. It came with Cam's hating. It came with Cam don't know what the fuck he talking about. He just mad that he not in the league no more. Rather than saying like, yo, I'm just doing what y'all motherfuckers been doing for years. Are y'all bitter? Are y'all hating? Are y'all this? Are y'all that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, instead of talking about what I said from the media analyst standpoint, you talk about how I'm dressing. You talking about this, that, and the third. Well, Dak had a better career than Cam. Like, we're not talking about that. We're talking about what I said. And if anybody should have any validation or stamp of approval to speak on this, it should be me, not Skip Bayless. It should be me. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I got into media is simple. I want to control my own narrative. And I like to smoke cigars. I like to drink wine. And I like to do it in the confines of my own environment. So, yeah, having capital to be able to invest in yourself or invest in your art, it makes the most sense. Why have ESPN pay me $350,000 or $1.2 million when if I do what I'm supposed to, I can flip that into $10 million? Because at the end of the day, any media conglomerate platform, they make their money off of advertising, the bulk of their money off of advertising. But if I can sit up here and say, hey, the same viewership that I have on my platform is either Funky Friday or 4th and 1, it's the same viewership that y'all getting from Undisputed or, you know what I'm saying, whatever other sports show that you guys have. So instead of paying them, why don't you pay me? Simple logistics.
My dog does have 1 million followers on his YouTube. So the YouTube is booming. Mm-hmm. Y'all both watch playoff football this week. We got to see, to me, two of my favorite quarterbacks going right now. Jordan Love, CJ Stroud. How did y'all feel about them, watching them play the game? What do you think about their performance?
I started with CJ because I was there. I was on the sideline. Really, his confidence. Had to hurt your heart a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when he step on the field, his confidence, the way he operating throughout the scheme, that the coaches is asking him to do it. You know, you can tell the moment never get too big for him. You can tell like he's running an offense the way he wants to run it, and everybody else around him is making plays. You know what I'm saying? I can throw a little check down screen like Cam said for 2 yards, but instead of going 2 yards, he's going 85. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys around him are playing at a high level, and he playing at a high level too, and it's clicking for him.
Can I ask a question that the people want to know?
Ask the question. The floor is yours.
Say less. D-Watt, my boy. Keep it above.
What's up?
It make you feel a certain type of way that CJ Stroud in Houston baller right now?
Do it make me feel? Honestly, nah, it don't. I say this because
how do you feel? Because
how do I feel?
You was H-Town baby, like.
Yeah.
Everything that kind of I remember texting you through the draft, and I said, bro, you really got the best place to be. H-Town will welcome you with open arms, because I went to JUCO in Brenham, which I would always have to fly into Houston. You see what I'm saying? But the humanistic side can take over, not hating, but it's just like,
right. Nah, I ain't even that type of dude. You feel me? Like I ain't even that type of dude to sit there and just have any type of hate, like, because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won a wild card game there. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yes, sir.
And she just didn't. You know, it didn't go our way. Business is business, and
yes,
you know we parted ways. But like for me to see CJ and like how you was with me.
Yeah.
We trained together. Like I came up. Like CJ was the same way in California when me and Q was out there. Like he was right there with us. We got the same agent. Like from day one, I've always been like, right when he got drafted, take over H-Town. It's your city now. You know what I'm saying? Anything you need, you got it. Like been that big bro, you know what I'm saying, in the
Yeah.
distance where it's just like, yo, bro, handle you what you gotta handle. You feel me?
I'm glad you said that, right? To expunge any thought. You see what I'm saying? Like, people don't realize, like, bro, even though as alpha males as a football player could be, there is a side of football that motherfuckers really fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? I love what Dave got going on with you guys, doing a lot of the athletes first kind of initiatives of keeping y'all together. You know what I'm saying? You see it, you feel it, right? And what I did really, not just for you, or like you, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give back your time, energy, effort, knowledge, know-how, wit, all that, and be like, bro, take off. You feel me? Use me as a resource. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, for you seeing his success, it shouldn't, you know, make you feel any type of way. I think the competitive side will always be like, yo, like, it is what it is. It's shit.
Yeah.
Had I been the quarterback for Cleveland, it would have probably been a little different. But other than that, it's like, shit, bro, young man rumble. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what my mindset was. Just like you said, it's just like, shit, if I was on the field, then it's like, yeah, we're going to compete and we're going to go blow for blow. But like, you know, I you know, fortunately I'm hurt. So shit, do your thing, young buck.
Yes, sir.
Now, Cam, he was up there. You watch CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying? He might have took your title as the best rookie quarterback season ever. You agree? You disagree? How you feel about that?
Honestly speaking,
Truly, all I want is honesty.
You let the motherfucker win another damn game like he just did. He ain't just talking about rookie of the year. He talking about league MVP.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, shit, fuck the rookie. Like, this motherfucker is out of his mind right now. You know what I'm saying? And it was also shit. I had just signed this little this deal with Prize Picks, and we had like Cam's picks was like publicized, and I was saying to myself, it's like, yo, are you gonna think CJ Stroud's gonna throw for more than 256 yards? And I was like, man, Ricky, hell nah, lower. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker had damn near 240 in the first half. I was like,
at the half mark.
You know what I'm saying? That's easy work. But even to that, I had them picking, I had them win. But when you have pundits in the sports media space that says, yo, there's no chance, 0% chance that an NFL rookie quarterback can win versus you know what I'm saying? Like, where does that accountability kind of be held at? But off that, I think one of my favorite players to actually watch right now, it's going to kind of surprise a lot of people. It's the team, not just the player. I love watching the Detroit Lions, bro.
I'm a fan too.
Dan Campbell, that guy right there, bro, every single time, like, no homo, bro. Every single time this motherfucker go through a damn metal detector, bro, it's going to go off. Motherfucker got motherfucker balls of steel, bro. Yo, this motherfucker here is fucking, he got ice water in his veins, bro. It's like 4th and 5. What's that? He played fucking the game. He played actual game like Madden, bro. And when you got a guy like that that's willing to say, nah, it's all 4 down territory. We cross that 50, it's 4 down territory. Like, real shit. That's a coach that, damn, bro, is so fun watching. And then Jared Goff is another game manager, as I spoke about, but he's doing it in such a way that people honestly thought Jared Goff was going to be traded to Detroit to live out the rest of his days. But shit. Like,
they didn't think the days was gonna be long either. They thought he was about to wrap it up.
But what I mentioned last week, Q, I said Detroit gonna go in there, and Jared Goff, he gonna take them boys to another level, and that's what he's been doing.
Man, Jared Goff is
Go ahead.
Jared Goff is a super solid quarterback. Super solid. I like watching guys like Josh Allen right now. Josh Allen, Jordan Love, those are 2 of my favorites. Josh Allen is great because you can see him start thinking like, damn, I think I can do anything. And that throws the whole team off. But when he just goes as a game manager, like he's supposed to be a game manager, You like, oh, this motherfucker cold.
Yeah. But too, with Josh Allen, similar to me, the overarching theme with Josh Allen has always been protect the football, bro. Like when he go rogue and go on all these little scrambling and he running and it's just like, bro, why would you throw that? Or why would you do this? Like on one front, you be like, you can't tell him what to do. And then on the other front, it's just like, well, shit, step back and let him do what he gonna do. But this is what the NFL is gearing up to be. Of course, if I were to ask everybody right now, who's your NFL Super Bowl favorites to be in the Super Bowl, it'd be the juggernauts. It'd be Ravens or 49ers. What we have already identified with how Wild Card Weekend just took place, somebody gonna damn be shook up because how them Packers was playing, how them damn Lions was playing, shit, them Chiefs, don't nobody want to see them either. Nah. It's so many different teams. Shit, the Texans too. You got some young, hungry, very counted out teams that America loves a underdog story. And boy, is it prime for the pickings for this Super Bowl to be some damn shaking up of somebody bracket or somebody playoff picture, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Cam, I got to ask you a question. If you could take me through the time, I don't know if you know this, but there's a day you lost $40 million. Do you know what day I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
You know?
That thing.
Because this happened to you, yes. The collective bargaining agreement changes. Where were you at when you found out, like, damn, I'm not getting this $40 million?
I was in JUCO. Well, first off, when I was in junior college, Matthew Stafford was the number one overall pick, and I seen what he signed for, and that was all I needed to see, because I just needed an opportunity to show, like, okay, I belong here. That's me being from Atlanta, College Park specifically. It ain't no ways that you can make $70 million legally. You see what I'm saying? I was like, fuck, this is my way out, bitch. I ain't about to even cap with nobody. I'm about to start taking this shit serious, right? Then follow it up with that, when I had already committed to Auburn, Sam Bradford,
$78 million.
Hit it, boom. So I was like, whoa, shit, I ain't gonna be here long. Don't even trip, right? Because now I knew I had an opportunity. I knew I was in position to be the guy. Then when they hit the collective bargaining agreement or they changed the rookie waging scale, it was like, I signed for $22 million. What you wanted me to feel? Like, damn, I'm better than Sam Bradford? No, I was like, shit, $22 million still shit is making it out. So I knew I was going to make that money any type of way, and still to it, I knew that money, like some people say, like that's supposed to be generational money. You don't think about it like that, because your lifestyle, the things that you're used to, that shit spun, or it's about to be spun. So I think really for me at that time, I was just excited to just have my name on the back of a jersey, you know what I'm saying? Let alone what I was missing. I can't cry over, spoiled milk. I can't cry over, money that I didn't necessarily make. I made it up on the back end and still making it, you know what I'm saying, right now, where I'm just trying to sustain capital for me. That's why investing in certain things, obviously with the production company, understanding this whole media space as a whole, like that's how you can generate that type of funds. And but yeah, it was a little disheartening. I'll be lying to you if you say like shit, especially seeing the careers and what I did versus what he did. I think he still made more than me in his career earnings, but shit,
that's crazy.
Shit is what.
All right.
That's wild.
I couldn't, when I was looking at it, I'm like, there's no way that I'm getting ready for the draft. I see this man make $78 million.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Did you ever think that you wasn't going to make the league? You go through the shit at Florida. Now you're at Bleeding Community College. Is there ever a point like, damn, I might not make it here?
Hell yeah. You know what? Looking back at my whole experience in my career, shit, when I left Florida, they thought they'd never see me again. You know what I'm saying? Tebow, Urban, Shit, all of them. But I think even with what he went through, allegedly, or what people know him for, Aaron Hernandez was a person that really kept me in my right mind, contrary to what people may think. Like, that was one of my best friends actually at Florida, because he came from Connecticut. I came from Georgia. I didn't have the means to fly back home or drive back home on the weekends, where everybody, when we talk about the Pouncey twins, Joe Hayden, Ma Black, all those guys, Major Wright, they was Florida people. You know what I mean? Me and Chico's relationship was kind of ignited when we was always had time by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We would always gamble each other's money with that same $50 done rotated in the game of Tunk 16 different times. You know what I'm saying? And we were so stupid. Whoever damn won, we had to pay for the person's food. You know what I'm saying? So it was just buying time. But when I left Florida, that was a situation where they just thought, okay, you're going to be a typical other player. You know, we'll hear about you. Hey, whatever happened to one of those type of guys? And, I remember Aaron Hernandez reaching out to me multiple occasions, but this particular time I was in Sugar Land, right?
H-Town Sugar Land.
You dig what I'm saying? I was at a friend's party, or like he had a gathering or whatever, and I didn't even go in the party. I was talking to Chico this whole time, because he had just got drafted to New England. You know what I'm saying? Him and Spikes. I seen what Joe Hayden had signed, being drafted by Cleveland. And that shit was all I needed just to damn, bro, we worked out together. We was in Springs Complex, you know what I'm saying, the dorms together, grinding and just all, just dreaming about this opportunity. So dare I not say that the humanistic side of me didn't take over at times and be like, damn, bro, I fucked up. But the beautiful thing about life, especially, the God that I serve, man, it's about second chances and doing right by that. So, man, I never wanted to mess up that in its own right. And, it was real.
I got one more question for you.
Cartoon.
You can keep this or not. I've heard many stories, right, about the UF locker room. I heard about a wrestling match where you got the best of Tebow and then they put a little fast one on you. Can you give me the ins and outs of that? I did my research, man.
Hey, boy. Hey. Yeah, sticky, boy. What Drake said, you know how sticky. Hey, so check this out.